Good afternoon, you beautiful people. Today is a good day to have a good day. I just wanted to remind you that you are small. Not in a bad way, but we're all so very small. We are in a city, within a state, within a country, on a planet that's spinning at 2,800 miles an hour, that's circling a sun at God knows how fast, and that solar system is in a galaxy that is spinning incomprehensively, and that galaxy is being flung through the universe. You are small. And now I want you to think of all of your problems. They are also small. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to devalue your struggles, but I want you to be able to look at them compared to the big picture. How there are no rules. They're just made up things. There are laws. I'd recommend not breaking them. But it's all made up. How we're supposed to do things is all made up. You can be free from your problems when you realize they're not really problems. They're a thing that our mind has created a relationship to, and that we say that we have to figure them out so that we can do X, Y, Z. No, we don't. We don't have to do anything. We can literally just be. Look at this. I don't think I've ever showed anyone this. So right now I got a little workshop going on. But I live in this. I live in a cargo container. For the past year, last year, I didn't realize, but truly solidified in my mind that if you have the right eyes for uncomfortability, the only thing that comes from it is growth. And to find comfortability within the uncomfortable, within facing it, within indulging in the thing which forces us to adapt. The human brain is not meant to keep us happy, but to keep us alive. And when we find comfort, we stay in the same place, because then the subconscious says, this is enough. And then it runs from problems. So last year, when I was living at Coco, shout out to Dylan, my boy, I moved into an empty cargo container. I took away all my comforts: electricity, running water, heat. And I sat in uncomfortability. And I knew that any comfortability that I wanted, I had to give to myself. And it gave me a list of priorities of what's truly important to me. What do I actually want? And also, more importantly, it got me closer to knowing I'm okay without those. I haven't had electricity for a year. I've had water, but it's coming out of the 5-gallon jugs with a little Amazon thing. Here, do you know what? Let me show you. Let me show you my home. Boom. Went from a freezing freezer to home. And because of embracing uncomfortability, I have not only found a more disciplined version of myself, I have found a version of self that is willing to have harder conversations, that is willing to do the hard thing at work, that is willing to embrace any comfortability, even coming along with fasting, where the body says, I need this, I need this, I need food, I need water, I need comfort, I need heat. It gave the observer behind the thoughts time and space to say, no, you don't. You don't need that. You want it. Yeah, sure. You can want things, but we don't need anything. It's always a beautiful life to have an abundance, but to live in abundance, once everything becomes special in a way, nothing is special. And not in a negative context, but that everything just is the way it is, and that we can be okay with it, with all the external stimuli. Just be. It's okay. And sure, you still have your problems. You still have your pain. You still have your uncomfortabilities. You still have your comfortabilities. But just be with the pain, with the struggle, with the uncomfortability. Let it pass through like you are a doorway. Things come in to here through all 5 of our senses. We process it, then the heart and the mind creates a personal relationship to it, and then it solidifies things. It says, this is the way it is. This is the facts. This is the how I see this. This is my opinion. This is my truth. Reality is a coin. There's the way I see it, the way you see it, and then there's the very thin edge that is the third side of the coin. What actually is. And what actually is the fact that things exist. And that we're the ones that put meaning to it. We're the ones that choose to struggle with it, to have a hard time coping with it, to have a hard time accepting that we have no control. The only thing we truly have control over is how we choose for our heart, our mind, and our body to respond to the world that it shows up in. Everything else will not go our way. We can have goals, we can have ambitions, we can have plans, we can have expectations, but ultimately, it'll never happen in the way we see we want it to. It'll get close. It'll give you the semblance. If you're into manifesting, it'll give you exactly what you want and highlight all the things you weren't specific about. I'll tell you, this past 2-3 years, I manifested a relationship in all of the ways I asked for. And also all the ways I didn't. I didn't get truly specific. And even if I did get specific, there was going to be something I left out. Something I didn't think about. Something I didn't attach to. But more than anything, I attached expectation. I attached a relationship to an outcome. that never existed in the first place. Just this squishy gray matter with electricity running through it. Millions of firing synapses connected to a heart that creates emotions that aren't even real. They're just physiological responses to external stimuli running through this thing, saying, this has a thought, checks in with here, says it's not congruent, it doesn't work, I don't like it. And I spin into an oblivion of my own demise because I decided to hurt my own feelings. Because I chose uncomfortability. Because I chose comfortability over looking at things for what they actually are. And what they actually is. What it be. There's no rules to this. Have fun with it. Put on your best garb. Paint your face. Walk into public and be exquisite, extravagant. And have fun with it. Who cares what people think? Because guess what? Nobody thinks nearly close, a fraction of close, about us as much as we think they do. They're wrapped up in their own world, in their own shit, in their own problems, in their own perspectives, in their own opinions. They're wrapped up in the world that they created in their mind and in their heart. And they're reacting to the way the world reacts to them. So choose to respond from a place of knowing there is no set equation to how to do this thing. Embrace uncomfortability. Embrace the things that challenges your own paradigm that you created through years of imprinting, decades of narrations. Billions and billions of tiny micro decisions. We are exactly where we put ourselves. And the only way you are going to get out of where you put yourself is to do something different. To flip the script. If your plan that you've been saying, this is going to be the thing that makes me okay, and you're still not okay, your equation isn't working. Throw some variables in it. Take out variables. Add in parentheses and brackets and multiplication and subtraction. Get rid of the things that make you sit on a couch and find comfort in it, and sweet, sweet heat and release, and watching Netflix and just be mind-numbingly numb to what it is to be alive. What I mean by what it is to be alive, what it is for this vessel to experience all of our senses. And I'll end this with a practice. Well, I guess a challenge. A challenge for extra XP. Open up a new skill tree. The challenge is in the form of a meditation. I want you right now to become aware of what it is to smell. All the smells in your house, outside. Don't attach anything in the mind or the heart to it. Just smell. The sensation of smelling and what it creates, stimuli. Observe what the mind does with it. Then, pay attention to what it is to hear. Become aware of sound. When you hear a bird, don't think bird. Just think sound. Observe all the tiny sounds in your environment. Once you become aware of that, become aware of sight. What it is to see, what it is to look. All the different layers, the depth perception, light, frequency. Once you do that, I want you to taste. Taste the taste of your own mouth. What is it to taste? And then, once you have awareness of that, I want you to feel. Don't feel yourself feeling itself. Feel your hand existing. Feel your arms, feel your chest, feel your face, feel your legs, feel your feet. And don't feel yourself feeling things. I'm not feeling my shoes. I feel that my feet exist. And then the challenge for extra XP is become aware of all of those things at once. Keep it focused on the mind's eye of just experiencing your body experiencing. And then try to drop into that place as many times as you can today. Disregard your problems, disregard your goals, disregard happiness or sadness, disregard the internal monologue, and just be. Whether it's 3 seconds or whether it's 10 minutes, just experience yourself experiencing. I love you guys. Today is such a good day to have such a good day. I love you.